just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. With a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, Vick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Michael Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Michael Strahan. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Gurley shifts by at the 15. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Play action now, Vic. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Vic. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Strahan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That throw by Vic incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The 20. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And Vic's throw there, incomplete. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
I got one. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Vic now from the 50. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Cut.
Third and short yardage. Vic. Allen has it, left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. To throw, Vic. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. It'll be Vic once more. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. While we got a second, we remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it, twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Luck. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harrison. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Matt Patricia, he says now's the time. His guys are going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Hustle. Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This will be the final play of the half. Vic, and going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Lions are able to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Detroit.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto, if you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Luck on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that...
And right away, he lost the football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Allen. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check out. Monday.
Luck now to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Earl Thomas in on the stop. To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now it's Luck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22.5.
And not surprisingly, Defensive Player of the Year that season. And he also led the league in sacks in 2003, 142.5 in his career. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Steve Young. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Young. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Michael Strahan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, they snap it to Young. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. They run. It's Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 17, Luck throwing the out route and complete. That's Harrison. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Willie Brown. Earlier we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. Folks, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
It's just me and you. Christian, Travis. Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Gurley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Luck. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Luck. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 40 now on second down. Young. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Michael Strahan, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Third and long for Young. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
They'll run on 1st down. Allen. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They stay on the ground with Allen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the double. Check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 1st down, it's Allen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's Allen. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to almost certainly win the football game. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Yeah, they can't catch up because they lacking the stamina.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check out. Wide, 622.
On first down, Locke. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Walker. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 18 Gators. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On 1st and 10, Graham. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All day, every day. Any recon, 152 fighter. Hey, orbit. Snap.
To throw again, Graham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Willie Brown, the one to make the tackle. From the 35 on 2nd down. Luck eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Push him back. Alert.
Here we go on 4th. Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And they give this time to the tailback. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Luck. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw on second down. Graham. He's going to let this go. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, it's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, it's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
On the ready. 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark. Go.
They'll run on first down. Allen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on second down. Graham. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Graham. Allen has it, left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Graham. Allen's got it over the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
He can't hang. He's not fine.
2nd and 4. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Graham. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And this one is right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. He's still fighting forward, and they'll get him down here at the 23. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter what his man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They were making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Graham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Graham. And it's complete to Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, 45 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Luck. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Luck. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. George Kittle, 34 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let him know. Cheetah, get it.
Throwing again. Graham. Dancing to his left. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Down. 10-2 saw. Hey, box truck.
On 3rd and 2. Graham. And that is incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Bravo. Pilot, 64, weak.
On 4th down, Graham. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back now in Foxborough as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Looking to throw. Graham. Fine time to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, Graham. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 5. Check that.
Operating from the gun. Graham toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Back two. Pick me up. Here we go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Greystone, travel. Go. Hurry. Watch 52. Deep grip.
On 4th down, Graham. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
On 2nd and 7, Luck throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, Locke throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Harrison, 82 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6. And he coughed it up, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Room here. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing now, Locke. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Luck now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Here's Locke. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Graham. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Back to throw. Graham under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 40. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Ladies and gentlemen,